You know, for years, we've heard that nuts are a superfood, packed with healthy fats, protein, and fiber. They seem like the perfect snack, especially as we get a little older and want to stay energized and healthy. And in many ways, that's absolutely true. Nuts can be an incredible addition to your diet, providing essential nutrients that support everything from your heart to your brain. But here's a slightly uncomfortable truth: not all nuts are created equal, especially when you're over the age of 60. Maybe you've tried adding a handful of nuts to your daily routine, hoping for that health boost. But instead, you've experienced unexpected bloating, indigestion, or perhaps found the numbers on the scale creeping up without understanding why. It can be frustrating. Right. You're trying to do something good for yourself, and it seems to backfire. Well, the secret might not be that nuts are bad for you, but that certain nuts, or the way they're prepared, just aren't the best fit for our changing bodies as we mature. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the world of nuts and uncover some surprising facts. We'll look at 4 nuts that you might want to consider avoiding or drastically limiting after 60, and then, for a much brighter outlook, we'll reveal 4 amazing nuts that are nutritional powerhouses, specifically beneficial for supporting your health in your later years, helping with everything from keeping your mind sharp to supporting a healthy heart and happy digestion. And make sure you stick around until the very end, because I'll share something crucial about eating nuts that most people overlook, and it could make all the difference in how you benefit from even the healthiest ones. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. You might think all nuts are created equal, little packages of goodness. But sadly, that's not quite the case, especially as our digestive systems and overall bodily functions change over time. Some nuts, while fine in moderation for younger folks, can pose specific challenges or simply don't offer the same bang for your buck nutritionally compared to others. And some often come in forms that are downright counterproductive to health goals after 60. Let's start by talking about a couple of nuts that you might want to be a bit cautious with as you get older. First up on our list of nuts to approach with caution, and this might surprise some of you because they're so common and often marketed as healthy protein, are peanuts. Now, botanically speaking, peanuts are actually legumes, like beans and lentils, not true tree nuts. This distinction might seem minor, but it can make a difference, particularly for digestion. Legumes contain certain compounds that can be harder for some people to digest, leading to gas, bloating, and general stomach discomfort. As we age, our digestive enzyme production can decrease, making it tougher to break down these compounds efficiently. So, that handful of peanuts that seemed harmless might be the culprit behind your afternoon bloat. Beyond digestion, peanuts are one of the most common allergens, and while allergies often start in childhood, it's possible for sensitivities to develop or worsen later in life, leading to various uncomfortable symptoms you might not even link to your snack. But perhaps the biggest reason to be wary of peanuts after 60 isn't the peanut itself, but how it's typically processed and consumed. Think about how you usually find peanuts: roasted, often in oils, which might not be the healthiest kind, and almost always heavily salted. Excess sodium is a major concern for older adults, contributing to high blood pressure, increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke, and putting extra strain on your kidneys. A small serving of salted peanuts can quickly contribute a significant amount to your daily sodium limit, without you even realizing it. The roasting process, especially at high temperatures or with added oils, can also degrade some of the beneficial compounds in peanuts and add unhealthy fats. And let's not even start on peanut butter unless it's a very specific kind, as most commercial varieties are loaded with added sugars and hydrogenated oils, turning a potentially decent food into a sugary, unhealthy fat bomb. So, while raw, unsalted peanuts in strict moderation might be okay for some, the typical salted, roasted peanut or conventional peanut butter is definitely one to reconsider after 60. There are simply better, less problematic options available. Moving on to our second nut to be cautious with: cashews. Cashews have a wonderful creamy texture and a mild, slightly sweet flavor that makes them very appealing. They do contain some beneficial nutrients like magnesium and zinc. However, like peanuts, cashews are often consumed in roasted and salted forms, bringing all the same high sodium issues we just discussed. Furthermore, cashews are relatively high in phytic acid and oxalates. Phytic acid can bind to minerals in the digestive tract, making them less available for absorption, which is something we're already more concerned about as we age, and nutrient absorption efficiency might decline. Oxalates can be a concern for individuals prone to kidney stones, as they can contribute to stone formation. While not everyone is sensitive, if you have a history of kidney stones or digestive sensitivity, the oxalate content in cashews could be a factor. Another point about cashews is their fat profile. While they contain healthy monounsaturated fats, they also have a higher proportion of saturated fat compared to many other nuts. Portion control is absolutely vital with cashews because they are calorie-dense, and they're smooth. Easy-to-eat texture makes it very simple to mindlessly consume a large quantity, leading to unintended calorie surplus and potential weight gain, given that maintaining a healthy weight becomes increasingly important for joint health, metabolic health, and overall vitality after 60. Choosing nuts that offer more fiber or a better nutrient-to-calorie ratio might be a smarter strategy. Think of it this way: you could eat a certain volume of cashews for a set amount of calories and fat, or you could eat the same volume of a different, more nutrient-dense nut for potentially fewer calories and more fiber or beneficial fatty acids. For these reasons, the common preparation with salt and oil, potential oxalate phytic acid issues, and calorie density, cashews are another nut to perhaps phase out or enjoy only in very small, unsalted portions. Recognizing their potential downsides, it's about making informed choices that best support your health goals at this stage of life, building on what we just discussed about nuts that might not be serving us best. There are a couple more varieties that often sneak into our diets, but might not be doing us the favors we think, particularly as we navigate the nuances of health after 60. It's not that these nuts are inherently bad foods in tiny amounts, but their unique compositions, or how they are typically consumed, warrant a closer look and perhaps a reduction in frequency or portion size compared to other, more beneficial nuts we'll get to shortly. Our third nut to be cautious with is the Brazil nut. Now, Brazil nuts are often praised for being an incredible source of selenium, a trace mineral that's important for thyroid function, immune health, and acts as an antioxidant. And it's true. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts can provide your entire daily recommended intake of selenium, sometimes even more. This is where the caution comes in. While selenium is necessary, getting too much can be harmful. Selenium toxicity is a real concern, and its symptoms can include hair loss, nail brittleness, fatigue, and digestive upset. Because the selenium content in Brazil nuts can vary wildly depending on the soil they were grown in, it's very easy to accidentally consume a toxic amount if you eat several Brazil nuts every day, or even just a few on a consistent basis. Unlike other nutrients, selenium is stored in the body, so consistent high intake can lead to buildup. For this reason, relying on Brazil nuts as a daily snack isn't recommended, especially after 60, when our bodies might process things differently. While a single Brazil nut occasionally is likely fine and provides a good selenium boost, the risk of toxicity from regular consumption puts them on the list of nuts to approach with significant caution and, definitely, not eat by the handful like you might with other nuts. It's a prime example of how even a healthy food can be problematic in excess. Our fourth and final nut on the Be Cautious list is the macadamia nut. Oh, they are buttery and delicious, aren't they? That delightful texture comes from their very high fat content. Macadamia nuts are one of the most calorie-dense nuts available. While the fat is primarily healthy, monounsaturated fat, crucial for heart health, the sheer number of calories per serving is something to be mindful of, especially if managing weight is a goal or a health necessity after 60. A small handful of macadamia nuts can easily pack in as many calories as a light meal, like cashews and peanuts. Macadamia nuts are also very frequently sold roasted and heavily salted, bringing back those concerns about excessive sodium and potentially unhealthy processing oils. Because they are so rich and easy to eat, it's incredibly difficult for most people to stick to the very small serving size recommended to keep calories in check. Mindless snacking on macadamias can significantly increase your daily calorie intake without providing a proportionally higher amount of protein, fiber, or other micronutrients compared to other nuts. So, while they are tasty, their high calorie density, common preparation method salted, roasted, and the difficulty of sticking to a tiny portion make them a nut to perhaps enjoy only on rare occasions, if at all. If you're focused on maintaining a healthy weight and blood pressure after 60. Now, enough about the ones to be wary of. Let's shift gears and talk about the real powerhouses, the nutritional heroes that can truly boost your health after 60. These nuts offer incredible benefits, supporting everything from brain function and heart health to managing inflammation and improving digestion. Incorporating these into your diet can make a noticeable difference in how you feel day to day. Let's start with our first champion, a nut that truly stands out from the crowd. Our first incredible nut to embrace after 60 is the mighty walnut. Walnuts are often recognized for their unique, almost brain-like shape, and fittingly, they are superstars for brain health. What makes them so special? Walnuts are the only common nut that provides a significant amount of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, which is a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Omega-3s are renowned for their anti-inflammatory properties and their crucial role in brain function and heart health. As we age, inflammation can become a chronic issue, contributing to conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and cognitive decline. The omega-3s in walnuts can help combat this inflammation naturally. Studies have linked regular walnut consumption to improved cognitive function, better memory, and a reduced risk of age-related cognitive impairment. They also support heart health by helping to lower bad cholesterol levels and improving blood vessel function. Beyond omega-3s, walnuts are packed with antioxidants, including polyphenols, which further protect your cells from damage. They also offer a good amount of fiber and protein, contributing to satiety and stable blood sugar levels. Adding a handful of walnuts to your morning oatmeal, sprinkling them on a salad, or simply enjoying them as a snack is a delicious way to nourish your brain and body. Aim for about a quarter cup a day to reap these amazing benefits. Unlike some of the nuts we discussed earlier, raw or dry roasted, unsalted walnuts are readily available and taste fantastic, making it easy to avoid the pitfalls of added salt and unhealthy oils. Our second fantastic nut for folks over 60 is the versatile almond. Almonds are a nutritional powerhouse, providing a wide array of vitamins, minerals, and beneficial compounds. They are particularly notable for their high vitamin E content. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your cells, including skin and brain cells, from oxidative damage. Getting enough vitamin E is important for maintaining healthy skin as we age and supporting cognitive function. Almonds are also an excellent source of magnesium, a mineral that plays a role in hundreds of bodily processes, including muscle and nerve function, blood sugar control, and blood pressure regulation. Many older adults don't get enough magnesium, so snacking on almonds can help fill that gap. Fiber is another area where almonds shine. They are higher in fiber than many other nuts, which is crucial for digestive health, preventing constipation, a common issue after 60, and helping you feel full and satisfied. Their combination of protein, fiber, and healthy fats makes them great for managing blood sugar levels, providing sustained energy, and supporting weight management when eaten in sensible portions. They are also a good source of calcium and phosphorus, contributing to bone health, which is increasingly important as bone density can decline with age. Enjoy almonds raw, dry roasted, and unsalted. Or as unsweetened almond butter, check the label for just almonds and maybe salt. Sprinkle them on yogurt. Add them to stir fries. Or just keep a small bag for a convenient, healthy snack. We've talked about a few nuts to be cautious with, and touched on some incredible ones like walnuts and almonds that are truly beneficial as we get older. But we're not done yet with the nutritional heroes. There are a couple more nuts that offer unique benefits and deserve a prime spot in your healthy eating plan after 60. Let's continue exploring these amazing options. Our third incredible nut for health after 60 is the flavorful pecan. While perhaps best known for pie, pecans are far more than just a dessert ingredient. They are packed with antioxidants, even more than many other nuts. These antioxidants, including flavonoids and phenolic acids, help fight oxidative stress and inflammation in the body, which are key factors in aging and age-related diseases. Like walnuts and almonds, pecans are also a good source of healthy monounsaturated fats, which are excellent for heart health. Studies suggest that including pecans in your diet can help lower LDL bad cholesterol levels and improve overall blood lipid profiles. They also provide fiber, important for digestion and satiety, and several vitamins and minerals, including zinc, which is vital for immune function and wound healing, and thiamine vitamin B1, important for energy metabolism. Pecans offer a rich, buttery taste and can be enjoyed raw, toasted without added oil, or added to cereals, salads, or baked goods. Just be mindful of portions, as they are also calorie-dense. But their nutrient profile and antioxidant power make them a fantastic choice for supporting heart and brain health as you age, choosing raw or dry roasted. Unsalted pecans is key to avoiding those unwanted additives. Our fourth and final nut to embrace after 60 is the vibrant green pistachio. Pistachios offer a slightly different nutritional profile compared to other nuts, making them a great addition for variety and unique benefits. One of their standout features is that they are one of the lower calorie nuts per serving, and they offer a good amount of protein and fiber, making them particularly good for satiety and managing hunger, which can be helpful for weight management. They are also a great source of potassium, a mineral crucial for maintaining healthy blood pressure levels, something many older adults need to monitor. Pistachios are also rich in antioxidants, including lutein and zeaxanthin, which are especially beneficial for eye health, helping to protect against age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. The act of shelling pistachios can also be a form of mindful eating, slowing you down and making you more aware of how much you're consuming, which is a natural portion control mechanism. Enjoy pistachios in their shells, preferably unsalted as a snack, or add shelled pistachios to salads, grain bowls, or use them as a colorful topping. Their unique nutrient mix, including potassium for blood pressure and antioxidants for eye health, makes them a top-tier nut choice for supporting health after 60. So, we've talked about 4 nuts to be cautious with: peanuts, cashews, Brazil nuts due to selenium risk, and macadamias due to calorie density and common processing, and 4 incredible nuts to prioritize: walnuts, almonds, pecans, and pistachios, each offering unique, powerful benefits for heart, brain, digestion, and more as you age. Now, remember how I promised something surprising at the end? Here it is, and it's absolutely crucial for getting the most out of even the healthiest nuts while avoiding potential downsides. The surprise is this: it's not just about which nuts you choose, but how you eat them and how much. This is where many people miss out on the benefits or inadvertently cause issues for themselves. First, portion control. Even healthy nuts are calorie-dense. A typical serving size is only about a quarter cup, or a small handful. It is incredibly easy to absent-mindedly eat 2, 3, or even 4 servings in one sitting, especially while watching TV or reading. This can lead to consuming hundreds of extra calories and grams of fat without realizing it. which can contribute to weight gain over time. For people over 60, metabolism can slow slightly, making unintended weight gain easier, and excess weight can exacerbate joint problems, blood sugar issues, and heart strain. So, measure out your portion. Put a quarter cup in a small bowl and put the rest of the bag away. This simple step can make a massive difference. Second, preparation matters tremendously. We touched on this with the nuts to avoid, but it's equally important for the healthy ones. Always choose raw or dry roasted nuts whenever possible. Nuts roasted in oil add extra, often unhealthy, fats and calories, and always choose unsalted nuts. The benefit of nuts for heart health can be completely undermined by the excessive sodium that comes on salted varieties, especially for those managing blood pressure. Check the ingredients list even on plain nuts. Sometimes sugar or oils are added unexpectedly. Opt for nuts that list only the nut itself as the ingredient. Third, consider your individual digestion. While the 4 healthy nuts we discussed are generally easier to digest than peanuts or cashews, some people might still experience mild discomfort, especially if they're not used to eating a lot of fiber or fat. Start with small portions and see how your body reacts. If you find nuts hard to digest, try soaking them overnight. Soaking can help break down some of the compounds that make nuts harder to digest, making them easier on your stomach. Rinse them thoroughly after soaking. Finally, think about how you incorporate them. Instead of just snacking on a large quantity, integrate smaller portions throughout your day. Add a few crushed walnuts to your yogurt at breakfast. Sprinkle almonds on your salad at lunch. Or have a small handful of pistachios as a mid-afternoon snack. This helps spread out the nutrients and calories and can help you feel satisfied for longer. Remember, small changes can make a big difference to your health and happiness. Simply swapping out less ideal nuts for these powerhouses and being mindful of portion size and preparation can significantly boost your nutrient intake and support your health goals after 60. Don't feel overwhelmed by making drastic changes all at once. Start by identifying one nut to swap or focusing on measuring out your portion for a week. These are manageable steps that lead to lasting habits. What's your favorite healthy nut? Do you have any tips for incorporating nuts into your diet? Or have you noticed a difference since changing the types of nuts you eat? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from you and building this community of health-conscious individuals. And if you found this video helpful and informative, please give it a like. That simple click tells us that this kind of content is valuable to you and encourages us to create more videos focused on helping you live your best life after 60. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos packed with practical tips and advice designed just for you. Making smart choices about the foods we eat is one of the most powerful tools we have for maintaining our health, energy, and vitality as we age. Choosing the right nuts, prepared in the right way, is a simple but effective step you can take today. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep making choices that nourish your body and mind. Live your best life at every age.